Are you finding yourself lacking the energy to keep up with your dynamic schedule and your full life? Are your exercise habits of your 20s and 30s leaving you achy and beat down instead of energetic and vibrant? If you've ever wondered if there is a specific exercise approach that you should be taking in your 40s and beyond to remain energetic and active, then the answer is yes. And you're in luck, because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Concita Thomas. I'm a food and fitness strategist, and I help women over 40 lose 30 plus pounds and keep it off without diets and without excessive exercise. And I help them just feel better and more energetic, more active, and reclaim that youthful energy that most of us in our 40s and beyond want, and some of us find slipping away. That's a result that I was able to create for myself and that I've helped several other women create. And that's what I talk about here on my channel. So let's jump into it. Today, I'm going to be giving you 3 exercise changes to make in your 40s and beyond to remain energetic and active. And if you're a note taker, you could just write down right now the 3 R's. We're going to be talking about 3 R's in terms of our changes. So that first R is going to be roam. What do you mean, Concita? Go to Rome? Is that where the fountain youth is? No, that's not what I'm saying. I simply mean move more in your day-to-day. Here's the thing. Oftentimes we think that plummeting energy and less physical energy and feeling like we can do less physically as we age is just a part of the aging process. And the truth of the matter is often a part of our lifestyle process. Here's what I mean. If you think back onto your teen years when you had plenty of energy, even your maybe early college days, early adulthood, you will realize more than likely that you were walking everywhere. Most of us were not driving until at least 15 or 16. Maybe you were riding your bike where you had to go. Even as you move into maybe your college years, you're walking back and forth across a huge college campus multiple times per day. As you move into young adulthood, maybe you move to a city and you're walking to the subway and you're walking to take the bus and you're walking everywhere. The truth of the matter is, whether or not you were a gym rat in your 20s, you were more than likely active, at least more active than you are in your 40s and 50s. And so a lot of the middle-age energy decline that we think is just a part of life is truly because if you don't move it, you lose it. You've probably heard of Newton's law of motion, a body in motion stays in motion, and that's true for humans as well. So if you find that as you have moved into your 40s and beyond, that life has gotten a little bit easier, you don't have to use your physicality as much to get around or to take care of small children, and you have not been intentional about roaming, more intentional movement, you may find that you do not feel as physically fit or as physically able to do the things that you used to do. Now, when I'm saying roaming, I'm not saying that you need to go to the gym and you need to start jumping into all the group fitness classes. It's actually quite the opposite. I'm simply offering you an opportunity to invite more regular movement into your everyday life. I often joke with my clients that the old bad spot in a parking lot is the new good spot. And what I mean by that is look for ways to include movement in your daily life. And also, it's bonus points for going on an intentional walk and double bonus points if it's outside. All right, I think I've said enough about roaming. Let's move on to the second R, which is resistance train. So after you have established a habit of daily movement and you are moving more in your day-to-day life, resistance training is next up to bat. Now, I don't have to tell you that, or maybe I do have to tell you that after we reach our 30s, we start to lose muscle every year if we do nothing about it. And losing that muscle, of course, probably goes without saying, decreases our strength. We find ourselves not able to do as many things as we could do before. We don't feel as strong. Besides decreasing our strength, losing muscle makes us more frail. It increases our risk for injury. It makes us feel less powerful in everyday life and in movements. Think of traveling and maybe lifting suitcases, etc. And if you feel like, man, that's just really tough for me, I don't feel like I can just move about and do the things that I need to do in my daily life like I used to be able to do when I was younger, I offer you an opportunity. Start resistance training. Resistance training has been shown to improve so many different outcomes. But For the scope of this video, I'm going to try and stay focused. For the scope of this video, if you want to feel energetic and active, if you want to be able to go on vacation and go on long walking tours, and maybe the walking tours includes steep inclines, or you want to try new physical things, like maybe you want to try aerial fitness or stand-up paddleboarding, you want to be able to keep up with your children and with your grandchildren, you're gonna need muscle and strength to do that. So if you want to remain energetic and active and feeling like you can still participate in all the fun of daily life, go ahead and resistance train. I've got more where that came from, but I'm curious to know, are you 40 and over? Do you feel active and energetic? If so, what have you done to remain that way? Let me know in the comments below. All right, the third R is you want to recover. So remember in the intro, I asked if your workout habits of your 20s and 30s are leaving you feeling beat down and achy instead of energetic and vibrant. And if you answer yes to that, then it's highly likely that you are not recovering as much as you need to. In our 20s and 30s, we really do get away with a lot. Maybe you engaged in high intensity exercise, maybe high intensity exercise or high impact exercise multiple days in a row. Maybe you exercised every day. Who knows? Maybe you even did 2-a-days for a stint when you really wanted to get in shape for an event or something like that. And although it's not the greatest in our 20s and 30s either, we can get away with it. But what starts to happen as we inch up to 40, and for sure as we cross over that threshold and we continue, is we simply need more recovery. So if you find that you've been exercising and maybe instead of feeling more energetic and feeling stronger, you feel achy and you feel beat down and you feel like, where's the energy that they told me I was supposed to get from working out? I'm not feeling it. Then chances are that you need to recover. When I talk about recovery, I am really speaking about multiple areas of life. So the first one that I find many of us don't do and we skimp on, and I'm speaking slowly and raising my hand because I'm guilty. I want to say I'm recovered from this, but I feel like I relapse sometimes, so I'm always recovering, is we skimp on the sleep. Especially those of us who got into the habit of burning the midnight oil, maybe in college, maybe in early adulthood. We felt like, hey, I don't need that much sleep. I'm fine. Those of us who fit into that category may find that we're skimping on the sleep. So even if you're not over exercising or exercising with high intensity multiple days in a row, but you're skimping on the sleep, chances are you're not going to feel as energetic and active as you could. So you want to make sure that you're getting sleep to support those workouts that you're doing. You also want to make sure that you're having some recovery days in your workout plan. So as we age in our 40s and beyond, we can really get amazing results with strength training as little as 2 days a week. And in some instances, no cardio, just walking and strength training 2 days a week can really do the trick for many of us. So you want to experiment, and I want to encourage you to find your minimal effective dosage. So whatever reason you're exercising for, if you want more muscle tone, if you're wanting to burn some calories, drop some pounds, increase muscle tone, if you're wanting to feel stronger and more energetic, I encourage you to find the minimal effective dosage and stick to that so that you can recover. Additionally, when it comes to recovery, using the sauna is a really good idea. There are saunas at the gym for a reason. So if you don't go to a gym that has a sauna, or you don't go to the gym at all, warm baths and soaps will do. But I'm telling you, it just does wonders for helping you recover from workouts, recover from life in general, be less achy, and be more energetic and vibrant, and helps you to move better in general. So that said, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below what was your biggest takeaway. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to hit the bell so that you are notified when I post another video. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to know more of my thoughts on all things sustainable weight loss and energetic living in your 40s and beyond, you can head over to my podcast, The Fierce Life with Concita Thomas. I have over 100 episodes recorded there for you to get your fill of tips and tricks and my perspective on this subject. If you can't wait and you're like, I don't want that, I want to see things in real time, you can head over to my Instagram and connect with me there. I'm there nearly daily. I often say you can get my advice on my feed and the behind the scenes look of how I pull this off in my stories. And then finally, if you enjoyed this video and you are on your own journey to lose 30 plus pounds, keep the weight off, but to not just lose the weight, but to actually reclaim that energetic, youthful feeling, and you desire support and accountability on your journey, then I invite you to check out my signature program. It's called Get It Off, Keep It Off One-on-One Coaching. The link will be below, and you can get the program details, see if it sounds like a fit for you. If so, go ahead and apply. And if you're like, this may be a fit for me, but I'm not sure, you don't have to be certain to apply. Through the application process, it will become crystal clear to both of us whether or not this program is the right next step for you. Okay, fierce friend, that's all I have for you this time. Until next time, stay fierce.